Welcome back, listeners. I'm Larry Kalvig, founder and CEO of the Haven Financial Group. And if you're just tuning in, you're listening to the Haven Financial Group radio show, where weekly we discuss crucial retirement discussions and topics that can stem from healthcare to nursing home to all these exciting topics, right, Kim? Maybe not so exciting, but extremely important. Yes. So feel free to give us a call at 612-504-8400. Ask us some questions, maybe shoot us an email at havenfinancialgroup.com. We'd love to hear more from you and get you more information.
So before we move forward, and we're going to talk about retirement happiness and how it comes with some really great habits that maybe you'd want to form, I want to talk real quickly here, Larry, because we haven't had much chance to talk about this summer. You guys do informational sit down teaching lessons. I'm going to call them seminars, if you will. They're open to the public. You have to sign up, and you go to havenfinancialgroup.com. Talk a little bit about some of them that you have coming up. And then I know in the fall, you're probably really revving up again and some of the topics that, people could attend and learn more about.
Yeah, you can go to our website and see all the different classes. We teach a lot of community education, senior centers, community education centers, Dakota County Tech, some other colleges. In the various classes, we teach investment classes, Medicare Made Simple classes, Social Security and tax classes. With our good estate planning partners, Carrie, Anna, and Keith, we're going to be doing wills, trusts, and legacy planning in Prior Lake.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to continue to do those throughout the year. And of course, it is our 10-year anniversary, our new space, our community and education space. We just booked the Burnsville Police Department to do a senior fraud class. And we're going to listen to our clients, and they're going to tell us what other types of classes they would like to have. How to maybe read your financial statements, Medicare questions, just real fun lunch and learn type of events. Because people are always striving, they always have questions, and we want to do our part to make sure that we're doing the best we can to keep our clients and any new clients informed. That'll give them the confidence they're hoping for in retirement. And that's really the name of the game. If you're listening and if you're not getting that attention, you should be, because you're paying for it. And if you don't know if you have a plan, now's a good time to come on in and visit to see, is it a plan? Is it a valid plan? Or maybe you're starting from scratch and you've just been delaying the inevitable. That, hey, small, medium, or large, whatever you have, complicated or not complicated, you owe it to yourself and to your spouse and to your family to really check into these things.
That you absolutely do. Again, that number 612-504-8400. Give the folks at Haven Financial Group a call. Tell them you heard us here on the radio. This morning, we're talking about, enjoying this summer and every summer, and for that matter, all of the seasons of the year in your retirement. And Larry and I have talked about the fact that it's not always just about the money. Certainly, you need money to make all of this happen. But there's more to retirement than just money and a money plan. You've got to have a plan for, sort of easing in and what you're going to do with your time. So we wanted to talk about some of those kinds of things and the things you should prioritize. Health is a really important one, Larry, because as my mother has always said, if you don't have your health, you don't have anything.
Health is a game changer. Unfortunately, we see it so often just change the whole direction of people's retirement. So yeah, take good care of yourself, exercise. You got to come up with some sort of activity. Certainly, we found that people that retire and find that the recliner is their only place that they sit and don't do anything else, that usually doesn't bode well, and health can deteriorate quickly. So whatever that, strength training or pickleball is extremely popular. We got clients that play pickleball, and it's a great physical activity. Maybe it's just taking walks. I have clients that love to cross-country ski in the wintertime, developing some sort of routine, because routine's important. And that's on the health side of it. And then, of course, socially, okay, all those years of being at work, your friendships are there, your colleagues, and now none of that. So stay social. What do you plan on doing? Because obviously the social aspect is huge. Just ask my wife. She's a social butterfly, and she could visit 24 hours a day. By the weekend, I need a little bit of break. Let's just say that. But you got to come up with something. So what does that social life look like? Maybe it's education. Maybe it's years of where you were passionate about something, whether it be gardening or whether it be, I don't know, bird watching. I have a client that loves to go owl watching. He's
Mm,
got some of the best pictures of all the
really?
different types of owls.
Wow.
That's what his passion is.
Sure.
That's what he's found in retirement.
How about
So
music, right? Take up
music.
learn to play an instrument.
We have several clients that are part of bands in
Yeah.
retirement. That's what they're
Love it.
passionate about. That's what they like to do. And it makes them happy. And happiness will make retirement that much better.
Mm,
And if you're not finding yourself the purpose in this transition to retirement, again, that can be really, really tough. So maybe it's meditation, my daily devotions, whatever it really interests you. That's what you got to really seek out. I got a lot of folks that love to give back in the form of working at the nursing home, at the hospital, greeting people. Maybe that's what what you're going to find your passion to be. But until you get there, you don't really know. But again, look at all these different things. I hear all different types of them, and quite frankly, a lot of them interest me. Some don't, because we all have different things we
sure.
like and dislike. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, again, finding your way is really important.
Yeah.
And some people do a good job of it, and others really, really
Yeah.
struggle.
Well, forming these good habits, and these are just some of the habits that we're pointing out, and they like to point out to folks who come in and become clients at Haven Financial. Of course, we've said that it's not all about the money, but for some people, they love the idea of managing money. So, making sure that you have a stable financial situation is something that would be a great habit.
Financial stability, that goes a long way. So it's having a plan, spending money wisely can help reduce the stress and ensure resources that last you through the retirement. So it comes full circle to, why do we have a plan? Do we need a plan? The answer is yes. Um, One thing I would say that I would not recommend to listeners is sitting in front of the TV watching doom and gloom news all day long.
Right.
Maintaining a positive attitude. And how can you, in a world that's all over the place, news, sells fear and it sells doom and gloom. And again, how can you maintain a positive attitude with all that? And they just listen to the news all day long. Now,
Yeah.
be in the know, but don't be glued to the television
Right.
all day long. It's just not going to be healthy. So,
And
whatever you, yeah.
Larry, I was just going to say that sort of takes you to the idea that I think a lot of retirees think, well, this is my future. Well, that doesn't necessarily have to be the case, right? I mean, you can be planning for your future, planning trips, planning activities, planning, other things to join or to be a part of.
Yeah, set goals. What's
Right.
on your bucket list? It's why you should have an estate plan. We believe that. Wills, trusts, and that's why we're teaching classes on it. How does your insurance look like? Do you have adequate insurance? Have you shopped it out every year? All of these things we do at Haven. These are all the retirement puzzle pieces. We truly have a non-biased approach. It starts with education. Well, maybe it's your Medicare. Annual enrollment will be coming around the corner pretty soon. Do you have the best healthcare plan that matches what your needs and goals are? And when I talk about goals, short-term goals, mid-term goals, long-term goals, and again, retirement has different seasons in it. I've heard several different speakers, the go-go years, the slow-go years, and the no-go years. We see that retirees, their expenses at first are a little bit higher, then they go down a little bit, and then healthcare, they go back up a little bit.
Mm.
So it's planning accordingly, and that's where having these Monte Carlo projections, simulations that we do with folks, people can find it very helpful. And then, of course, am I going to run out of money? Is it at 70 or is it 90 or is it never? Kind of important things to know.
You bet every one of them are very important to know. So, what we're saying here, and the point of this whole segment, is that building the right habits can have a huge impact on your health, on your happiness, on your overall fulfillment when you are in retirement. It takes intention And it also frequently takes a partner. And for that reason, we want to invite you to give the folks at Haven Financial Group a call, 612 504 8400. If you're looking for a partner to put together a great financial plan, maybe someone who can help you with building great habits for happiness and health, the folks at Haven Financial Group are certainly the place to start. 612 504 8400. You can visit them at havenfinancialgroup.com. You know, in retirement, you need to find ways to feel like you are reaching achievement. I think throughout our working years, we're all trying to make goals and setting goals and hopefully surpassing many of those. And you have to have that feeling of achievement in retirement as well. So we'll talk about a few ideas about how you can do that, even beyond the financial achievements that you can also strive to reach during those golden years. You're listening to the Haven Financial Group Radio Show.